the community, Miss Massey's classroom, where we're planting seeds of peace. Come on in. Here we have our leveled response to behavior, our behavior management plan. It's called Peace, placing excellent efforts above common choice errors. And on the side, in each bubble, we have the leveled response to misbehavior. Next to it, we have our group chart for our centers, our rotation chart. Each student has a number that they're assigned at the beginning of the year for their books and for their group and their rotations. This works out really well for us in the reading, independent reading section, writing section, our enriched area, our small group, and our research computer area. Here we have our social studies information for social studies, and here is the teacher's area. This is my desk. I have our filing cabinet with student folders, awards, cleaning supplies, and daily class supplies. With the student folders, I also have instructional resources and materials. On this cabinet, I have also my teacher edition textbooks, additional references that I can refer to throughout the year, and our MCT2 practice tests. This area here, this is my main instructional area with the interactive whiteboard and our small board. I usually have a board assistant to assist me with the tasks that the children come up and they have interactive things that they can do on the whiteboard, the smart board. Here is our computer center, computer area. 3 students will be able to come in this area at one time to do research and also to use computer time to practice on their skills. Next to that, we have our parking lot area. This area I made because a lot of students may have questions, and their questions may not be appropriate to ask in class, or we may not have the time in class. So each student has post-it notes at their desk, and they can write down their questions and put it in the parking lot, and I will answer their questions once I read them. Right in this area, this is our writing center, where students have a number of resources and also models for different types of writing. We have narrative, imaginative writing, which is descriptive. We also have informational types of writing, and they all have steps, and they have prompts, and they have ways of publishing. It takes the students through the entire writing process in this area. We also have resources that are here on the wall if students need to go back and look at a couple of things to be reminded. They're here for them to use as a resource. Next to the Writing Center, we have our reading/library center here. And the children usually enjoy this section over here. Once they finish with their work, they can actually come over here, read a book. We have a book log where they can write their information down on the things that they're reading here for independent readings to keep up with where they are in the book, and also the story elements. That's what we're working on right now. On the wall here, we have our word analysis chart with breaking down and unlocking words. We do this over here in this area. We also have the different types of genres on the wall here to remind students what type of literature we're actually reading. On the board here, we have our key words for testing. This is there all the time. They can come back, look to see what is the question asking them to do. This helps them a lot. They can go back and actually see what the question is asking them on those standardized tests. We also have alphabets here on dry erase sheets for each letter. They can come in and write synonyms, antonyms, or homonyms that they find during everyday activity or during their reading. And this usually builds throughout the year. If we go on here, this is our sentence creating chart. We actually look at the different types of sentences, how the sentences are structured, whether they're compound, complex, simple. The students really love this area because they can actually do it like a puzzle. They can put the sentence together in their pieces on the strips and come up with a complete sentence. This area here is my English and reading whiteboard area where they have their instructions, they have their notes, and their homework is also listed on this board. This is the area where my hall messenger comes in every morning and takes the attendance, the roll, and any extra paperwork that needs to go to the office. They collect that and they take it to the office. I use my projector anytime that I need it. It's here, it's out of the way, because I usually use the smart board a lot for interaction. Not really for interaction for this board. I don't use this a whole lot, just for the stuff that's going to stay up there. I have my transparencies also right here by my projector anytime that I need to use them. My timekeeper is the person that keeps us on task throughout the day, and they'll come in every morning, grab the time, the digital timer, and take it to their desk. They know their job for the week. Over here is where I keep all of the textbooks. This is also the area where the students actually turn in their homework. When they turn in their homework, they put it in whatever period they're in, and it's labeled. All of my workbooks and textbooks that we use are always located here so that it's easy access to the students. On this calendar, I usually use this for bathroom passes. Students get one bathroom pass per week to use during class when it's not whole group instruction, because they have 4 minutes in between classes to go to the restroom. So if it's just an emergency, they do have one emergency bathroom pass to use throughout the week, and this is how I keep track of that. Here is where we do our daily bell ringer for English. This is our mountain language chart. Students here, they have dry erase questions that go along with the chart that they can take to their desk, and I take these up at the end of the week just to see how they're doing, how they're progressing, and when students are finished and I have graded their papers that they have turned in, they can pick up their papers and their work from this area here. It's also labeled by periods. And right above this area are our classroom rules, clearly visible for all students to see. I always keep a copy of the dress code because we do have uniform and a dress code policy here at the school. And I keep a list of the supply lists that they'll need throughout the year, and also our classroom vision. Where do we see ourselves at the end of this school year? So this is a little bit how my classroom works, and I just wanted you to see the student's desk also. This setup actually works for me. It kind of splits the class in half, and I can go from one side of the class to another, and most students are able to see the whiteboard and the smartboard very clearly. I hope you enjoyed my classroom. Thank you for your time, and goodbye. Hope you have a great school year.